Hi, thank you for tuning in today. We've got a quick practice that you can use anytime you just want a good overall stretch, a good flow to move with your breath. So, if you'd like to get your yoga mat rolled out and set up, we'll go ahead and get started here. Nice, comfortable seated position. You can cross your legs here, rest your hands just on the side of your knees, and take a moment to sit up nice and tall. So, we'll lift our chest, we'll lift our chin and gently we'll press our shoulders down and away from our ears. Just slowly finding your breath here. Starting with an inhale. Go ahead and breathe in. Take your time to breathe deeply. Think a little taller with the chest, the chin, the head. And as you exhale, we're going to drop that right ear down towards the right shoulder. So think about making some space on the left. You open up here, you feel that side stretch through your neck. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. That left hand will also come off the side of our leg. Go ahead and rest those fingertips down on the side. You feel the extension in your neck. With a breath, you can start to lift those fingertips up just a little bit. You'll feel how that sensation changes, how it moves. Staying with your breath one more time. Go ahead and let this left arm come all the way over to the side. Nice side body stretch. And then exhale, you're just going to fold that forward. So nice and gentle, nice and passive. Nice exhale. Slowly we'll come up back to the center. Sitting up nice and tall again, we'll inhale to find that lift. This time, dropping the left ear down towards the left shoulder, opening up on the right. So nice and gentle with this stretch through the neck muscles. Taking that right hand off the side of your leg, you can let those fingertips drop down. Nice and easy, we'll begin to lift. Feel the stretch, feel that sensation, how it moves, intensifies. And then taking this arm all the way over, nice side body stretch again on the side, and then folding to the front. Slowly you'll rise up here. We're going to move a little quicker with our breath. So you take those right fingertips down to the side. This left arm is going to come up with an inhale. Exhale takes you over. An inhale is going to open you up towards the sky, and an exhale is going to fold you down. The next breath lifts you up, and all the way over here to this left side, you take this nice gentle twist. Releasing to the front. We'll go through that one more time. This left arm reaches high to the sky on an inhale. The exhale takes you over for that side body stretch. An inhale opens the chest. An exhale takes you down. And nice big breath lifts you up and right into this twist over on the left side. Coming back to the center, we're just going to repeat that sequence over to the other side. When you're ready, those fingertips come down. This right arm lifts up with an inhale. You find the lift. Use the exhale to take you over. The inhale opens you up right into the sun. Exhale down. Inhale, lift your body. And then twisting over here to this right side. Nice gentle twist. Releasing to the front. Let's take that one more time. Those fingertips drop down. That arm reaches high. Exhale to find that side body stretch. Opening up here. And dropping down. Stay with your breath. Coming back to it if you need to. An inhale lifts you up, and an exhale into this twist. Very nice. Coming to the front, release that. You can pick up your hands, circle those out, give those wrists a little attention, just kind of moving in a way that feels good here. But placing those hands in front of you, we're going to transition to all fours. Nice comfortable place right in the middle of your mat here. Once you arrive, you can make any little adjustments that you might need. But we're going to take that left leg, we're going to extend it straight out to the side. So finding kind of this line where the foot lines up with your knee and your hip here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want your foot to be way back here or way up too high. So just kind of nice gentle line there. Taking a couple rounds of cat-cow. Once you get here and you're ready, go ahead and drop the belly down. Notice how this feels a little different with that leg out to the side. But moving through this, coming back to your breath. Eyes open or closed, it is up to you. Finding this place in the middle, we'll straighten out our back. Find those core muscles. Option to tuck the toes in the back here, providing a little more stability if you need that. We're walking the hands in towards the body, reaching up overhead, nice big stretch, and then letting this right arm fall down to the side. You'll take this side body stretch and then alternate between the two sides. So those fingertips reach down, you take it up and over. See how it feels with that back foot as well. Keeping those toes tucked might give you a little more stability, but you could also see what it feels like untucking the toes. As you move through this, you have the option to pick up this leg that's extended out as you go down. See if the leg wants to come up and drop it down, just working through those core muscles. Come in 2 more times. Option to lift the leg or not. Right back in the center, we're going to let those arms float down. You send your hips back and then pause here for a moment as you take this stretch. A round of breath here, breathing into your belly. Slowly coming back to the center here. Taking that right leg back underneath us. We're just going to switch over to the other side. Whichever leg you did not do, and then go ahead and start with that cat-cow when you're ready. We drop the belly down, lifting the chin up, and then rounding through, pressing to those palms. Moving through this a couple of times, just in a way that feels good. You can come front to back a little bit, side to side. Finding this place in the middle, nice flat back here. Remember, you can tuck the toes if you want a little extra stability, but with a breath, go ahead and walk those hands in, and we are lifting up overhead. This time it's the left arm. You'll drop those fingertips down towards the side, leaning the body over, and reverse that over to the other side. Nice side body stretch, breathing as you go. Remember, you've got an option with that back foot to untuck the toes. If you're feeling a little more stable, you can try that. And then second option is to pick up this right leg as you lean. Take that side body stretch, lift the leg up if you want a little bit more of a challenge here. Last time, we'll walk those hands down in front, sending the hips back behind us. Nice gentle stretch here. 1 round of breath. Rising up. We'll take this right leg back underneath us here. This time tucking the toes, both feet. With a breath, with an inhale, you'll send those hips up nice and high, pressing the heels down, opening up the feet a little bit here if that feels good for you. Moving with your breath. We're going to inhale, pick those heels up. Go ahead and bend the knees, press your chest towards the tops of the thighs. Coming back and pressing the heels down. Moving through this 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels up. Bend the knees, press the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Straighten it back out and heels return down. We're not worried too much if they make actual contact. They're just moving in that direction. Moving with your breath. Very nice. From here, we'll take those feet, walk them up towards your hands. So we'll come a little closer to the top of the mat here, forward fold. Dropping the top of the head all the way down. See if you can release a little tension. Maybe just shake it out nice and gentle. Inhale, we'll go ahead and lift ourselves up halfway. You can leave those fingertips on your mat. You can also move those palms to your shins, the tops of the thighs. Either way, you hug the elbows in. You think long spine, head in one direction, tailbone in the other, making the space between your vertebrae. Soften those knees, take that down. We're going to go ahead and step back with our left foot way back behind you. You can wiggle it into position here. Lowering the knee, untucking the toe when you're ready. making any little adjustments in the front, and you may need to. But find your hips. We're going to send them to the top of our mat here. When you're ready, we'll inhale to lift these arms up overhead. Exhale, open them up into this nice twist. That back arm is going to drop down towards that back leg. You lean back slightly, and then let both of these arms windmill around to the front, sending those hips to the top of the mat again, and moving through that again. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, open up, dropping that back arm down, lean it back, and then windmill both of those arms around. Again, returning those hips to the front of the mat, and one more round. Take your time, as slow and steady. So your pace may be a little slower, a little quicker, but any of those options will work for you. Pause in here. Go ahead and pull those toes up in the front. We are sending them back into this half split. Fingertips, palms, you can round here even. See how that feels on your back. You just kind of feel that stretch intensify through your hamstring here. Go ahead and lift the chin, straighten the back. We're going to leave this left hand down on the mat. This right arm is going to open up into a twist, little bit of balance. Exhale to return that down. Toes return to the top of the mat along with your hips. And then tuck those toes in the back. Lift that knee up and then step this front foot back. So we're in a plank pose here, making some little adjustments. Taking a round of breath as you breathe through the strength of this plank pose. So you get that nice full exhale, blow out completely. Option to drop the knees here, but you'll shift the weight forward slightly, bending the elbows down, and inhaling up, untucking those toes. Take a nice little cobra here, and then pressing it back down. Tucking the toes, pressing into your palms. Use your strength to press yourself up into that plank. Using the next breath to send the hips up high into that down dog. Feel free to open up those feet a bit. Walk the hands in if you need to close the space. But see if you can't follow the top of your head all the way down. Shaking it out if you need to. Finding your feet, let's walk them up towards our hands. Forward fold here. Again, following the top of your head all the way down. It's so easy to kind of keep some tension there, but we're letting go completely through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to return down. This time, stepping back with your right foot way back behind you. Not worrying too much where it ends up because you can always adjust. Dropping that back knee down when you're ready. Untucking the toes and then sending the hips to the front. When you're ready, you'll find your breath. You'll inhale, reach up. Taking that same little sequence just on the side, opening up here. Dropping that back arm down towards the thigh. You reach up, you lean back. You windmill the arms around to the front. Checking in with your hips. See if there's any room for them to come forward. And move through that little sequence again when you're ready. Open it up. It's slow and steady. You lean back. You take it around. Moving through once more. Taking time to pause, to regroup anytime you might need that. Just reconnecting back to your breath. Pulling those toes up. Let's go ahead and send our hips back into this half split. Remember, you can stay long with the spine here if that feels good. Can bend this knee quite a bit, depending on how the hamstring feels. And then you also have the option to just round down into this. Maybe play with the options and just see what feels good for you here. Straightening out our back, lift the chin. That right hand stays down. This time the left one is reaching up towards the sky. Take your time. It might feel a little wobbly. That's all right. Exhale to return this down. And send those hips forward right into that lunge. Finding the foot in the back. Let's tuck the toes. Lift the knee up. Front foot is stepping back right into that plank pose. Walking it out if you need to. Take in a round of breath as you hold this. Breathe through the choppiness of it. Shifting the weight forward slightly. Option to drop the knees here. So if you want to take that option, very nice option to try. bend in the elbows, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift yourself up, nice cobra pose. Nice extension of the legs in the back. Using your next breath, we're going to send the hips up all the way back, right into a child's pose. Whatever variation of child's pose you like the best. Feel free to open up your knees a bit here, keeping those big toes together in the back. You can play with the distance between your knees. You can keep them close together. You can even walk these hands back behind you too, reaching towards the outsides of your feet. And again, just see how these different options feel on your body. It's not always the same every day. It's worth just checking in and trying. Finding your breath. We'll take a couple rounds of breath here as we begin to slow it down to finish out our practice. Staying here as long as you would like. Just breathe in. But whenever you are ready, we'll go ahead and let those hands slide in a little closer towards the side of our face. Press into those palms and then gently rising up. Return into your bottoms, or you can stay on your heels here. But we'll sit up nice and tall here together, rolling those shoulders back. And then allowing yourself one more breath, one more full round of breath, taking as much time as you can to do so. To just really let your practice process, to feel this in your body. To let go of anything that you're holding on to. You can blow out with a nice little sigh. Bringing those palms together right here at heart center. Namaste. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.